Welcome to Beyond the Surface, the podcast. From the ancient practice to its modern day symbolism, we dive beyond tattooing and its connection to our inner selves. I'm your host, Caroline. Welcome. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Beyond the Surface, the podcast. Today, we're talking about the connection between tattoos and energy flow. Yes, I've been so excited to talk about this. It is a really big passion of mine, connecting my yoga teaching with my tattooing. Now, I want to thank all of you for listening. I hope that you listened to the last 2 episodes and found them interesting. It is so weird sitting here talking to you, but with myself, having this monologue. But I want to thank you all for showing up here and for listening to what I have to say and share this space with me. It is an honor to be able to connect with all of you, as I know I am on some level. So please sit back, relax, get a cup of hot cocoa now. The weather here in Denmark has been a bit chilly lately and winter's coming. So relax, sit back and enjoy this conversation. I hope that you enjoy it and welcome. Now, to understand the connection between tattoos and energy flow, we really need to explore the concept of energy within the body first. So in many ancient cultures, such as traditional medicine, in Chinese medicine and Ayurveda, there's a belief in the existence of a life force energy. So you might have heard of the word chi or prana. In yoga, we talk a lot about chakras, moving the energy around in the body. And these ancient ways of believing kind of say that our chi, our life flow, our life force, it flows through specific pathways in our bodies. Now, these pathways are called, some people call it meridians, some people call it nadis, and I often refer to them as chakras. And these pathways are really crucial for our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. Because when the energy flow is unbalanced or blocked, it can lead to various health issues. So let's say, I know a lot of people who are suffering with ringing in their ears, or they're feeling foggy. They don't really know their life path. They feel a bit like days are just going by. This ringing in their ear might be connected to a headache, severe migraine issues. Then if you look at where it's sitting, and you can Google this stuff, it's really simple to get into it. You just Google chakras and then your symptoms. But let's say you're having ringing in your ear, you have migraine, you're feeling foggy. That would be connected to your third eye chakra. Now, the third eye chakra stands for, knowing your pathway, knowing where you are and where you're headed. And in this way, you can kind of see how your mental state is affecting your physical body and what your body is trying to tell you. Many sexual abuse victims might have very tight hips. This can, again, physically be seen in the body, that the body is trying to either hide itself, or it is trying to, it is so blocked that the muscles physically are super tight. It is also if you're having a bit of self-doubt, and your shoulders are really hunched over and you don't have a straight back, that can be connected to your solar plexus chakra. That stands for self-belief, self-awareness, knowing yourself. Okay, so in the body we have 7 main chakras, going from your tailbone basically and then up to the top of your head. We have 7 main chakras. Now, we also, beneath these ones, we have 108 energy centers in the body. And 108 is also a very sacred number in yoga. Funny story, if you ever get a mala, the bead necklace, there will often be 108 pearls on it, so that when you pray 108 times. So it's a very funny story, at least to me. As you can see, understanding these energy centers in your body can really help you explore them in a completely different way and getting to know how your body works. So if you can see how your physical body is reacting, you might be able to see if it's affected by your mental state. And with this, the great thing is you can work on it. So I often, when I meditate, I will have several periods where I meditate on a single chakra. And again, you can Google this, you can look in different Ayurvedic and Indian books or in traditional Chinese medicine. But what I will do is I will find the chakra that I'm working on. Let's say if I've felt a bit lonely and a bit depressed, a bit sad, I might work on my heart chakra, which is all about love and receiving and giving. And what I'll do is I'll close my eyes and then I'll think of the color green, for example. So each chakra is connected to not only a different color, but it is also connected to sound. So if you say a specific sound, it is said that the frequencies will go into that chakra and open it up so it's not so blocked and so that the energy can flow. When you work with the different chakras, and we all have stuff to work with, but it is said within yoga that, if you think of Buddha, and it was said that he reached spiritual enlightenment, he had achieved everything spiritual on this earth. What essentially that means is he had a Kundalini awakening. Now, you might have heard about this, but it is essentially, you have this snake, right? That it is coiled 3.5 times around your root chakra. Then it works its way, this is metaphorical, right? So it's not a physical snake, but it moves along your spine through your different chakras, up through like the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and all the way up to the crown chakra. Now, it is said that when you've had this Kundalini awakening, when all of your chakras are aligned, then you've reached enlightenment. Okay, so you can work on these chakras and you can work on them actively all the time, which is amazing, at least to me. But there's always something to work on, and identifying the chakras that are blocked will really help you. So working on these chakras and opening up your body will also help the energy flow of it. But you can also use tattoos to do it. Okay, so interestingly, tattoos have been linked to these energy pathways in several ways. And in some cultures, it's believed that placing your tattoos along the meridian lines are thought to stimulate and balance the flow of energy. And this promotes, overall health and vitality. And one of the things that I love is spine tattoos. So having a tattoo that goes from almost your tailbone and then all the way up the spine would be a perfect example of moving energy up and down. So having this along your spine will help you focus energy to it, and almost unconsciously you will move differently. You won't be so hunched over. And you can also get it if you get it from like the bottom part of your buttocks, and then from the back of your thighs down to your ankles. That's another way of like elongating, moving the energy up and down along the meridians. this way of believing that tattoos can help you move energy around in the body has, as we spoke about in last episode, it's been in cultures for a long time where tattoos have been used for the spiritual and therapeutic purposes. Now, in the last episode, we spoke about tattoos being symbolic representations of your inner energy and how you view yourself or how you want to view yourself. So, not only is the symbolic representation important for the tattoo itself, but it's also the process of getting it that can be seen as a ritual that channels the individual's energy and intention into the design. So, not only do people, or at least many people, choose, symbols or mantras that have personal significance and that aligns the tattoo's meaning with their own spiritual journey, but it also means a lot in the way that you're getting your tattoo. So some people choose to get ceremonies. I used to offer them, but it does take a lot of energy to hold this ceremony, and if you don't have that much energy yourself, it can be very tough. And all my healers and mediums and empaths out there, they will know what I'm talking about, that when you channel a lot of energy into a ceremony for another person, you need to be at 120%. At least I feel like this, and I know many other ceremonial givers feel. So by not only getting a tattoo that you like and that serves a higher purpose to your spiritual journey or your personal life, as well as getting it with intention and getting it somewhere where you don't have to stress, where you can take in the experience, these tattoos can serve as powerful reminders of the energy and the intentions that we want to manifest in our lives. And in certain cultures also, it is believed that the tattoos can protect the wearer from negative energies. So kind of like you have a pendant, let's say the evil eye or Fatima's hand, that is a sign of, protection against evil. You can get these different symbols to protect yourself. I myself have the evil eye on my right shoulder, just above my Kali tattoo. And this is to protect myself in all four directions. And I really think that it serves a purpose. It means the world to me. And it's kind of like an affirmation. So if you do affirmations in the morning and you tell yourself, I am safe, I am loved, I am successful, you can almost, just the belief in it is so big that you feel like it's working. And it is the exact same reason why we have a religion we believe in. It, to some people, atheists, it might not be real, but to the believers out there, including me, the belief in something powerful and something more powerful than ourselves, it just really makes us feel safe. Okay, so tattoos can play a huge role when it comes to feeling protected and manifesting this safety and huge feeling of being successful and feeling fiery. So the symbols and designs, at least in the olden days, it might not be that right now, but at least in the olden days, both the symbols and designs were chosen not only for their aesthetic appeal, but for their spiritual significance. So in these cases, the tattoos act as shields, so safeguarding the wearer's energy from external forces and promoting this sense of balance and harmony. So just like I said with my evil eye tattoo, I have it on my right shoulder, protecting me in every direction. I also have the eternal knot, like right on my throat, basically. Just always reminding me of the cycles. Every time I take a breath, I am reminded that Karma is eternal. It cycles everything, energy. It's a cycle that continues and continues. So using your tattoos actively really makes a change. I also have my the two eyes and the palms of my hands that I use for meditation actively when I meditate, and they also serve as a protection device. So even if you believe in it or not, tattoos can really promote whatever you're feeling or whatever you wish to feel. Going back to receiving the tattoo itself, it is also really important and a really good reminder to look at how it's made. So whether it's a machine or you're getting it with hand poke, this rhythmic, repetitive motion of the needle, and combined with the intention of the wearer and the skill of the artist, it creates an energetic exchange. And some people describe the tattoo experience as meditative and as a ritual that harmonizes the body and spirit. And it's believed that this harmonization can contribute to the overall balance and energy within the body. I myself, as an artist, even if I don't do ceremonies all the time, I am really mindful of the experience, because I myself, I have been tattooed places where you get in and it's like, okay, what do you want to get? Okay, you get it on. Yep, done. Do you like it? Okay, whatever. Done. Nice. Bye. And you don't really get to take in the energy that's happening, and you don't get to welcome in the tattoo. You don't get to welcome in the ink. And so for me, at least, I think about the experience being just as important as the design itself. If you feel welcomed, if you feel safe and trusted, your body will automatically relax and you will be at ease. You will have this calm energy flow in the body. Whereas if you come in and it's all so quick and you don't get to take in the experience, your body will lock up because you're a bit nervous. You don't know if you've explained yourself well enough to the artist. You don't know if they actually know what you want or if they're just, giving you something that they think you want. And it can be really stressful, especially when it's on your skin forever. One way to the artists out there, I will recommend not asking people if they like how it looks, but if they like how it feels. Now, there's a very big difference between the two, and you will never experience me asking, how does it look? Do you like it? I always ask people, does it resonate with you? How does it feel when you see it? Go with your gut instinct. If you don't know what your gut instinct is, just feel. And during the process, I take small check-in points and I ask the client, are you okay? Do you still feel okay? Do you need anything? If you want a break or just a minute to look at how far we've come, please do. So if you're looking for an artist in your area, trust the energy. If you come in and you don't feel safe, if you don't feel heard, don't do it. Just don't do it. Make sure that you feel safe. You're the one that we need to take care of. You're the one coming into our space, and we need to accommodate you the best way that we can. So getting a tattoo in the different places on the body and having the intention behind it and having the space when you get it done to really take it in, you get so much more out of it, and it becomes like a ritual for you every single time. Now, another thing coming into the connection between the body and the energy flows is the pain. Now, most of the time when people come to me and they want to get a tattoo, one of the first things they ask me is it gonna hurt there? And for me, I don't think the pain should dictate where you get your tattoo. That's just my personal opinion and belief. But look at it differently. Instead of it being, oh, it's gonna hurt, that sucks, look at it as energy moving around in the body. Because in these olden traditions, the pain is considered as a transformative experience. Now, I don't know if you know this tribe. I don't even know what they're called, but it is that when a male, I think, I don't know if the women do it, but at least with the males, they have to, when they become of age, get gloves on that have bees in them, and if they make a sound or if they start crying or something, they can't graduate. Again, I'm just throwing it out. I've only seen a documentary on it, so I don't know the whole story, but it is again this ritual of pain being transformative. Can you transform the pain and transport it around in your body? Just like if you are bathing in winter and you go down to a lake or the ocean, you get to your breathing, you're trying to move the energy around in your body because your first instinct will be to shut down and you will lock everything and you will just tighten up in your body. But breathing and really envisioning the energy moving around, you will be able to move the pain around. It doesn't mean that it's not going to hurt, but it's definitely going to be a different pain. And enduring this discomfort releases the stagnant energy and emotions, and it allows this cathartic release and really a renewed sense of vitality. And it's akin to, acupuncture. Also, as I said, cryotherapy. So when it's really cold, going in the ocean or going into a sauna, anything you can do to move the energy around is really going to help. Looking at the placements of the tattoos as a recommendation, I would say spine tattoos really help focus on moving up the spine, because energy, it's said to move upwards. So starting at your root chakra, down, near your tailbone and moving up. So getting a spine tattoo will help elongate that feeling of energy going up. You can also get it, from your heels to the bottom of your buttocks. So going up between the back of your calves and then hitting your knees and then up your back thighs. Another way you can do it is, a really good one is flow lines. So if you've seen my profile, I love doing flow lines as they, to me, represents the energy of life, the energy moving around and having a direction, but still just flowing. So when you get a tattoo, get it somewhere that you feel like the energy is moving. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a specific placement. I will go into this in a different episode, talking specifically about the placements. Now, this is just the connection between tattoos and the energy flow. It's important to know that these beliefs, they vary widely across cultures and individuals. So while some people like me view them as powerful tools for energy alignment, it is totally okay to see them as purely artistic expressions. Whatever your perspective is, I don't think there's any denying in the deep and intricate relationship between tattoos and the energy system. Because when you see your tattoo, you're going to feel something. Like I said, with the experience of getting it is important. You're going to be reminded of it every time you look at it. So if you look at the tattoo and it brings you joy and you feel like, oh, you get so happy every time you see it, then that is good enough too. That is perfectly as it should be. As we wrap it up, I want to thank you, and I want to know, do you know anything about the energy flows in the body, and have you yourself gotten a tattoo based on these energy flows, the chakras or the meridians, or just anywhere where you felt like the energy flow was emphasized, and every time you look at it you can tell that your heart skips a beat, because that is the energy movement as well. That is the energy flow of the body. You're getting a reaction from your physical body when you look at it, and that is the meaning behind the energy flow of the tattoos. So that concludes the journey through the connection between tattoos and the energy flow in the body. Thank you so much again for diving deep and diving beyond the surface with me, and for exploring this art form that has stood the test of times, evolving, adapting. And as always, if you like this episode, feel free to subscribe, share, and leave a review. Share it on your stories and comment in our Facebook group, Beyond the Surface, the community. I would love to hear your stories about your tattoos and what they mean to you. As always, thank you so much. You have no idea how much it means to me. Now, have an amazing day and see you next week. Bye.